What's up guys, SkyKevin here, and today with the new Last Oasis 1.2 update going out, I thought I would highlight some of the major changes to the game. I'm always making more Last Oasis videos, as well as videos for other MMOs, so make sure to subscribe for more content in the future. So, let's get started. To begin, let's look into the new Iron Ore event map. This is called the Asteroid Crash Site on the world map, and appears as new tiles open up on the map. These last for around 2 hours. The map itself is quite a lot smaller than the other maps and consists of a small desert area with a few cactus and bushes, spread very far away from each other. As you go to the central area of the map, there's a large area full of burnt trees and bushes, as well as harvestable bone splinters spread in large quantities on the ground. As you reach the center, there's a vibrant but small forest where you will find most of the harvestable iron nodes. These nodes look like rocks with shiny copper mixed in. There are also harvestable iron nodes further out, but they are very few and far between, so more beneficial for solo players looking to roam around and harvest them themselves. Lastly, there is a new creature in the update called a Killin. This flying snake-like creature doesn't attack unless provoked. They fly high overhead and can be grappled, and even if you manage to swing on top, can be ridden around. They can be relatively easy to kill by attacking their backs while you're on top of them, and if you harvest them, you get chitin using a pickaxe and hide using just an axe. These creatures will be quite useful for things like scouting in the event map, and a great jumping off point for gliders if they want to gank any nearby walkers they see in the tile. I haven't been able to test it completely, but I'd like to check what the respawn rate for iron ore will be in these maps. If it's longer than the duration of the map itself, it's going to be important that clans get to the maps as soon as possible to mine the iron ore in the middle. Of course, they also have to worry about getting their walkers out before the timer is up. One thing to remember with this is that the timer for the tiles are going to be so short, someone can break the leg of your walker, and it could end up disappearing with the burn as soon as the time is up. I'm personally very excited for these maps because I think there will be a lot of content and large-scale battles with many different sides fighting over them. Speaking of large-scale battles, they also finally introduced measures for smaller clans to operate in specific clan limit tiles. These will be spread throughout the new Oasis tiles, and if a clan joins and is over the limit, they will experience a 500% water penalty for respawns if they have too many clan members over the limit. This means instead of using 20 water per respawn, it's going to take more like 100 water each. As far as I'm aware, this change takes place as soon as you go one member over the limit. So if you're in a clan capped tile that has 5 players as the max, as soon as you get to 6, the spawn limit is going to increase drastically. Overall, this should allow smaller and more skilled clans to sap the water very quickly should they get into a fight. Other changes include a 3-day cooldown for switching clans so that this can't be exploited as much by clan hopping. Nets are now throwable by hand, meaning players boarding a ship will have a new utility for stopping the use of enemy stations. Nurs have now been fixed and put back in the game. Saw blades now cannot break into mollusks. Quality saw blades can now harvest quality materials. Grapple collision for medium and small walker wings has been fixed. Water will now slowly leak out of cooking pots and stomping stations, making it harder to stack endless respawns for your walker. Torque windmills have had their collision fixed, so they can't be stacked nearly as closely anymore. And boxes meshed into the toboggan walker have all been fixed as well, or so they've said. And people may be very excited to know that the spyglass now is able to spot quality bushes. There are a few other smaller fixes and changes, but these are the ones that I believe are most important and relevant to players. Nevertheless, I'll link the patch notes in the description if you'd like to see anything further. One last thing to mention is there is a new version of the hard map with roads that have been added in. This is hopefully to allow larger walkers an easier time navigating through that map, and we'll see how well that actually works out. Overall, this patch is quite exciting, and I think it will reinvigorate a lot of small and large-scale PvP. I've personally noticed a lot of massive Zerg alliances have basically locked down many tiles, allowing them a safe place for their members to farm. Thus, they have a choice of taking their war walkers to battle and keeping their PvE walkers at home. I think with these changes, we'll see a lot more people forced to truly live the nomadic life, and large clans will lose a sense of permanence and order when it comes to drawing out the territory lines. By the time they lock down a server and stop people from farming, griefing, or operating from there, the server will burn and force a move elsewhere, meaning unless alliances are very coordinated on constantly drawing new lines of territory for each other, they will no doubt start encroaching on other territories, causing new wars to start. This will all be facilitated by the clan cap, allowing smaller clans to do the same thing on their own respective servers. I think finally it's time for us all to embrace the nomadic life, leaving our safe spaces for farming behind, and enjoy all the action and adventure and risk that Last Oasis has to offer. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.